Hello, hello. I am going to wait till we have some people on here. Hopefully this is live on YouTube and Facebook, and then I'll share the link on Instagram, or maybe I'll record something separate for there, and definitely something separate for TikTok. If you're here, leave a message, just so I can see some people interacting so that I know that I'm not just talking to myself, although that's okay too. This is my first time using the internet, the like phone-based apps. That's why I'm like cropped the way I am. Normally I'm using it on my, I'm using it on my computer, but I'm in my car waiting for my kid to get out of basketball practice or basketball camp. So, hello. Welcome everybody. I'm really tired. It's hot. I shouldn't really complain. Hello. I know. So for those of you who don't know, I mean, I feel like everybody should at this point. We are in Maryland, and it's hot. I mean, it's like 90 something. I'm not going to turn my car on because it'll mess with the sound. But I think it's like 95 today, which is, I mean, it's summer in Maryland. So I am so grateful, and I feel so bad for all of the people who are in the Pacific Northwest who are like dealing with absolutely outrageous heat, out of the norm. And if anybody need the place to come hang out in Maryland, I'll help you the best I can. Hello everyone. So I will get started as we have people on here. Hello. And I will drag this out because that's how I am. But so a lot of you know our bookstore did really well during the pandemic. We were doing great because we were doing deliveries. And hello Colleen, something that we thought a lot about was that people really wanted, first of all, it was really just great to be able to be where people were. And yes, it was really hot yesterday, 96 exactly. And in other places, I know they're not used to that. But anyways, I'm going to try to stay focused, but I love your comments. Keep the comments coming. I'll try not to get too distracted. But sort of thing. So we did really well during the pandemic because we were delivering. That's what people wanted. They wanted us to come to their houses. And now people they want to get back out. They want to be with other people. Masks, not masks. They still are like, no, this summer we're not doing it. We're not staying inside. We are staying with we're reconnecting with people. And not just with that, but I feel like during the pandemic, a lot of people also really were doing great at supporting independent stores, small businesses, and I really hope that continues the way it did last year. I mean, I think it will, but I also know that a lot of people celebrated Prime Day. So don't forget to continue to shop local for the things that you can. You don't need the cheap t-shirt. Support a local store. Anyways, that's a separate high horse. So we thought a lot about it, and we started going back to doing pop-ups. And one of the pop-ups we're doing is Coops to Co-ops, and that is in Princess Anne, Maryland. So that is on the western side of the Eastern Shore. It's an amazing place, and I really, really love their mission. And I just think it's just such a great thing. So for those of you who don't know, it is chicken coops that have been converted into different things. So the main thing is it's a long building that's a vendor market, so a farmer's market. But they do vegan and vegetarian things. They have like a bulk food area. They also have a really great kids area. They have a clothing swap area. And then of course they have vendors like honey vendors. They have plant vendors. And then on first Saturdays, they do music, and they have a field out front, and that's usually where I am in my tent. And I will have that. I will continue to do that. And then one of their other buildings is a yoga studio and wellness center kind of thing. So it's an amazing place that's really built around wellness and health. And I absolutely love that. And that's been a lot of fun. I also have been visiting lots of businesses around here to continue to work with them and bloom those relationships and support those businesses. I don't know if I can really talk about any of those yet because I really didn't tell them. That's not really part of this announcement. So another thing that I really wanted to do is work with schools and be able to go to schools and do things like that. So the main thing is, you know, book fairs, but obviously I also want to bring authors to those schools. So that's definitely something that I'm planning on doing in the future. Hopefully that will get started. One of the big parts of this announcement is that we are kind of restructuring our website. So our website already does offer, like, you can get audiobooks there, you can get new books and used books, but we're kind of giving it a little bit of a makeover in the fact that our new book site should be hopefully up on the 15th, and that will be allow you to order a lot more new books directly from us versus our bookshop site. I know it gets kind of confusing, all that, but I'm happy to explain it. Essentially, long story very short there, you can order pretty much any book you want from me, new, used. If you do not find it on one of my websites, I will either link you to it. I'm totally happy to give you the direct link, or I'm absolutely happy to order it for you and deliver it. So I'm just going to read this comment. I was really nervous to go out without my mask. My family told me it was fine in New York City, though. Either way, it feels new for me. It is definitely a strange feeling. I still think that without the pandemic, you guys will still be getting orders. Oh, yeah, definitely. So we are, and again, summer's picking back up. I'm really growing a lot in my library of things, or I should say offering of things regarding homeschool support and I'm going to call them new classics, because I think that is just, they're books that should be classics in the future, that are not written by old white men, and not considered classic by old white men. So I want them books that should be in classrooms, and stuff like that. Okay, I am definitely dragging this out, and I really, really appreciate everybody. I just thought it was really funny, but now I'm getting really hot because I'm sitting in my car, like I said, and I didn't feel like turning the engine on. So something else that I will talk about, I want to talk a little bit about my clues. A lot of people figured out that, yes, we have purchased a bookmobile. It is mobile. It is not in our possession right now. So I will say that we purchased it, but it has to get inspected. And what I will say is this bookmobile has a really great history. It was started in Chicago, it was originally built in Chicago, Detroit, and then it went to Florida to get its design, I'll say, without giving it away, and then it came to the Eastern Shore of Maryland, and that's really where it started its actual working life. So that's really, really exciting for me. So it came to Eastern Shore, and then it went to upstate New York and became a wedding vehicle. So it was used for wedding transport. And then it went to Mississippi, I think it was. And then I purchased it from a bookseller in Rockville. So some of y'all may have already figured this out, but I purchased this from a bookseller in Rockville who bought it from Mississippi and converted it into a bookstore. And now it's coming home again to the Eastern Shore. I don't know that it'll have... It's very, very amazing, but I don't know that it'll have much longer life. I think we're going to make it last as long as we can, but it is from, I think, 1995. So as long as we can find a mechanic to work on it, we will continue to keep it. But without further ado, let me figure out how to pop this up. Without further ado, I present our book trolley. So yes, it is a trolley. So when I shared, this is from the Story House. That's the name of the bookstore that currently owns it. Here's another picture. And we just have to get it inspected, and then it'll come back here, and hopefully we'll have it in the fall, early fall. I'm thinking it'll be ready to go in September is my goal, so it'll be back to school and stuff like that. We were looking at vehicles with 2 doors. Unfortunately, this one does only have 1, and it's not quite as accessible as I had hoped it would be, but it is a great, I'm just really happy to give this amazing vehicle, another life. And there's another picture. There's a picture without the logos. This is this is a while ago. Um, so yeah, that is my our book trolley. So we'll have to paint it, a little things like that. So it definitely needs some love. It hasn't been used during the pandemic. I'm gonna switch back now really quick. There we go. It needs some love. It was, sitting during the pandemic, but Deborah at the Story House has been absolutely wonderful to work with, and she has such an amazing business. She is still continuing to sell books. She is also an author. So for those of you who don't know, you should definitely check out her website as well. The Story House, I don't know if it's thestoryhouse.com or what, but just you Google the Story House, and she's in Rockville, and she does still have a pop-up market in Dawson's Market, which is a grocery store there. So like I said, we worked with her. We were actually considering purchasing this before the pandemic, and it was something we were going to add to our bookstore. But we decided to, I'm going to come back. If you have any questions, please leave questions and I'll come back and answer them. So we decided, then the pandemic hit, and we both of us, I feel like, kind of put it to the wayside. And then we decided to research, Jeff and I decided to research vehicles, and she was about to put this back on the market, and it kind of just happened that way. It was really meant to be, I think. So there's another picture. And so it's, like I said, it's older, so I'm not really sure how much beyond the Eastern Shore I'll be driving it exactly. We'll kind of have to get a feeling for it because I have not actually driven it yet. I was in it while she drove it around, but I have not physically driven it myself, so I need to kind of learn. I need to take some RV lessons on how to handle this kind of vehicle. It is not extremely large. I don't need a special license for it. Other than the fact that I got a hawkers and peddlers license versus a regular trader's business license, which a lot of you already saw that. My phone temperature is too high because it's really hot in here. So hopefully my sound didn't cut out or anything. I might have to turn the power back on. But anyways, so the what was I saying? So I didn't need anything super special for this, other than, like I said, it is an older vehicle. And I just need to find a mechanic that can work on the engine. It's a special Chevy bus engine, and we'll have to see how it goes. And like I said, she said it can go higher than 60, but generally the average speed that it's comfortable to drive is at most 60. So I don't know how many highways I'll be taking on exactly. So for those of you who have stuck around, let me answer any questions you have. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so excited that you're happy about 4th grade. That's good to hear. Yes, I have. That's so great. I'd love to hear more about that. Syrupy Lemon. I definitely cannot wait to hear more about that. Reach out to me. I'm looking. That's from a Facebook comment. I'm sorry, a YouTube comment. So people are like, "What are you talking about?" This is on YouTube and Facebook, so I'm responding to both comments. You know what? While I'm here, I also want to promote that we will be at Fright Reads. Oh my God, Harry's gonna have to correct me. I think that it's in Severna Park in October. I really haven't admittedly thought that far ahead. This has really been my main focus. So we will be at Fright Reads, and we will be hosting author Richard Chismar to do a signing for his book that comes out in August there. I don't know that I'll bring the trolley. I might. It depends. So one of the things I'll say is right now it's getting, like I said, it's getting inspected. And hello, Laura. So it's getting inspected, and then we are going to have it transported here because I admittedly am a little bit nervous about driving it over the Bay Bridge. I am not nervous about the bridge in general. It's just this vehicle on the bridge might worry me a little bit. So until I get some experience, I can't confidently say that I'll be taking it over the bridge. I may be driving it north, but we'll see. So since you have all been patient and waited through 15 minutes, and you got to see this big news, there's another picture. Again, it needs some paint, needs some love. I think I'm going to keep the top. First of all, I want to know what you guys think. that top wood part there, I'm wondering if I should keep that wood or paint it maybe. There is also, let me see if I can find a picture. You can kind of see in this picture that there's a little second tier with windows there. I think I'm going to paint that teal at least to give it a little bit more pop, but I do love the crispness of the white. And I think the details that are on there, here's another picture. The details that are on there, the green details, I think I'm going to just maybe paint over those in teal to have them be our brand colors, but also the original trolley information. So, but I'm curious, like, should I paint that wood part white or should I, or a different color? I also really want to get a personalized license plate. So if you're on here or you're watching this later, please leave a comment on what you would put. I think it's 7 digits long. What would you put on the trolley? I was thinking something like neighbor or neighbors to kind of give that nod to Mr. Rogers, because as you all know, like, that's such a big part of, I mean, you are all my neighbors, and I call you that because generally it's a gender neutral greeting for people, but also we all live in this community of Maryland, of the world, and we all need to support each other, and there's different levels of community, but we're all neighbors. And that's why I just, this trolley is absolutely perfect for that. So yes, so I want to get a personalized license plate, and I don't know, should I name it? Like, some people name their vehicles. I thought about giving it a name, but I'm not sure. But again, you all have been super, super patient. Hey, Kelly. Okay, good. Keep the wood. All right. Everybody says that. Like, I think it's just such a nice touch. But definitely everybody leave comments. So here's the final thing that I want to show you because you have waited 17 minutes. I'm going to show you the inside too. First, I will say, I know I'm so long-winded. I will say, let me see if I can actually add the original image. I don't know if I have it still, of the seating. Oh, I know where it is. The seating that was in this trolley before, because she just did such an amazing job. Okay, sorry. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't cut out. I'm having issues. All right, let me try to go back. She did such an amazing job converting this screen jobs from what it was to a bookstore that I love it so much. And I can never get over the detail that she used converting it from the trolley to a bookstore. So I want to show you the inside, and I should have added this before. I'm sorry, I got super distracted. And just ready to go with announcements. And now I can't find it. Come on. Oh, yay, here it is. Okay, so here is what the seats looked like originally. So you can see, I can't make it bigger. You can see the seats there in the trolley originally. She took those boards and she converted this into this amazing bookstore. So it still has that back seat, but the detail is on the seating above, like, the wheel wells. So she took basically all those little bench decor and turned it into some other part of the trolley. So here's the inside. It can fit, I think she said, about 20 to 25 kids in there for seating for story time. Like, they could sit on the floor. But I will not, just to clarify, I will not be going to exclusively children's books or dealing with schools. I definitely plan on bringing this to wineries. I plan on bringing it to campsites, campgrounds, any other ideas that you have. So, oh, I love it, Holly Jolly the Trolley. I'll have to think about that. Definitely leave more comments. I love that. Yes, name the trolley. Okay. So definitely leave any comments if you're rewatching this. But I'm so excited to share this with you and announce this to the world. And thank you again so much to Deborah, who is an amazing person who helped me with this and who did such a wonderful job creating this book trolley. And I am just extremely honored to be given the ability to give it another bookstore life and bookstore home, and just keep it on the road for books and supporting kids and adults in reading and bringing books all around to everybody. So there's I'm just going to flip through the pictures a little bit more. So I'm so excited this is out, and we will have more news. My goal is to also continue YouTube and TikToks as we clean it up, so I can get more suggestions from y'all. All of our neighbors who want to participate in cleaning up and all that. So yeah, just let me know if you have any other questions. Leave everything in the comments. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's been 20 minutes that I've been yapping. So I'm going to go inside and get cool, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.